Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And now, a very appropriate question for today's video is: do you guys like VeChain VET? And are you holding it right now? If you are or if you are not, put it in the comment section down below because today I want to talk with you guys about why I really love this coin and while I'll probably be holding it for a very steady time, and also on the side, why I think it is going to be huge in popularity. So first of all, VeChain powers DNVGL's MyCare, a hospital-grade infection risk management solution. So very often we talk about projects who prosper in times of crisis, and VeChain is actually one of them that really stands at the top. So you might be wondering exactly what do they have going on? What's going on? Why do they have this? Well, VeChain is helping companies with tracking solutions, with logistics, with a lot of different things, through these chips, most of the time through these codes. And one of the fun things is with the crisis, one of the biggest markets right then and there is verification of infection, or on the other side, infection prevention. It kind of falls on the same line, but it's still a little bit different. And basically here, VeChain has thought of a pretty interesting solution to this all, working with DNVGL, a behemoth, but yes. With the pandemic threatening individuals and businesses worldwide, infection risk management has been a tough challenge. To help companies better handle this problem, DNVGL, one of the world's largest assurance companies with over 15,000 professionals globally and over 110,000 customers, has designed, developed, and released a blockchain-enabled infection risk management solution called MyCare, which aims to assess, manage, and mitigate infection risk in management processes, business dealings, and operations for enterprise users. This new initiative and product by DNVGL will be enhanced and powered by, yes, VeChain's blockchain technology, and in particular, the VeChain toolchain, which we very often talk about on the channel because I think toolchain is what really opened VeChain up to a lot of these newer partnerships they've been making. VeChain toolchain's BOSS platform will be used to support DNVGL to launch this brand new digital product in a rapid lead time. Now, this last part, first enterprise level customer to take advantage of this solution is Viking Line, a publicly traded shipping company with an annual revenue of about 500 million euros. And on June 17th, the company Viking Line announced that they were using it. More companies are expected to onboard DNVGL as it expands the scope of the product and enterprise adoption efforts. So, as I've just told you guys, this is just one of the starts that actually shows us that we're working with a behemoth here. How is that? Well, it's 2 points. One, they're working with a multi-billion-dollar company. And actually, not just a couple billions of dollars, it's tons of billions that these guys handle. That's one. Second of all, as I just said, they use their most important opportunities. And opportunities, one of the most important ones is health, and really to be able to work in a crisis. Because really one of the basic things we are afraid of with Bitcoin right now is that it will not be that good in a crisis. It will not act like the safe haven we always hope it is going or was going to be. With VeChain, you kind of don't have that threat. Because basically what the project is made for will always prosper whatever the cost. Because basically they're always going to be shipping things. People are always going to be wanting to authenticate things. People are always going to be buying things, and it's always going to be useful. Always. Even if the government falls down, even if the US dollar becomes worthless, first of all, they're international, really international everywhere. Second of all, well, I don't think they're that reliant on the dollar in comparison to Bitcoin, because I think many more people speculate on Bitcoin like that. And VeChain, a lot more is being done for the value that they bring. And a couple other points are maybe that the structure is a little bit less centralized. Since the announcement of our strategic partnership in January 2018, the collab between VeChain and DNVGL has also been ridiculously huge, by the way, guys. By using VeChain's toolchain, DNVGL took their first step in May 2019 to develop its My Story, which I've explained on the channel before. a digital assurance solution that aims to track each stage of a product's manufacturing cycle with the use of blockchain tech. So think about my story with wine. If you get yourself a wine, you want to know where it came from, right? You want to know exactly what type of grape in what type of country, and I think that's pretty damn insane. But now they've also kind of taken this whole my story, and made a my care, which again will prevent the spreading of viruses and diseases. That's just really huge to be able to adapt to these situations. VetUSD, VeChain offers asymmetry rarely seen in the investment world. Well, asymmetry can be kind of stated in multiple different ways. I mean, asymmetry could be an inverse correlation. So if coins go up and VeChain goes down, it's asymmetric. It could also mean a lot of different things. I mean, actually, it's like there's no limit to what exactly they could mean. It could also mean that the price movement is just completely weird, not symmetrical at all. Yeah, it could be a lot of different things. But in the end here, these types of articles are not, I'm going to say never. Should I say that? No. Almost never worth your time, and especially not your money if you have to pay for them. So if there's any guy who's saying, download my thing, or, something else along those lines, like I'm doing price analysis, this is going to be it, anything like that, it's not working. This guy with a very good part of this is that he says, in my opinion, is going to take a monthly close above 0.0085 or so to confirm the break or so. So that's in my personal opinion very nice. And also he says, but like other crypto I've discussed recently, I'm not trading VeChain. It's going to be a 2-year hold for me at minimum. I'm also more interested in the VeChain fundamental story, so I'm less concerned with the technicals, which makes this whole story a little bit more worth it. He's just trying to help people out and explain what exactly it is that the VeChain price is doing, which I appreciate. However, in the end, yeah, he hasn't really added much value at all by any of this type of stuff. It's basically just another assurance by saying, I'm holding VeChain, I'm really happy with them, and I'm not really going to sell anytime soon, and you shouldn't do that either, really. That's the story. Australian shoe manufacturers adopt VeChain Vet to authenticate Nike licensed sneakers. VeChain, a blockchain project that's focused on enhancing supply chain management and business processes, has been adopted by top Australian shoe manufacturers Case, Shield, and The Kickstand for authentication of the Nike Air Max 1 Cherry sneakers scheduled for release on June 28, 2020. That's a pretty big deal, right? Well, we all know that, a couple of $1 trillion go into counterfeit each year, possibly. I believe they might be each year. And Nike themselves have most likely lost so much money due to counterfeit. And now, one of the things or ways they can circumvent this, of course, is by making sure that there's authenticity. And there's a big difference between people who want to buy counterfeit and do it, and people who want to buy the real stuff but get a counterfeit. And here we're tackling that second part, because the first part, it's almost going to be impossible to really get away, because people will always find ways to buy it from China or some other source. But the second part, where people want to get some real stuff but they get the fakes, that's the one that we want to beat down to the ground. And that's really what VeChain is doing here. Now, I can't and I won't believe that this is arranged by Nike, or even maybe not even verified by Nike at all, where they were like, yeah, let's do it. Because I think that would have been a way bigger announcement. But in this case here, the Kickstand says here, in 2005, the Stussy SB Dunk was released. Fast forward 15 years now. Now we pay homage to a classic, introducing the Air Max 1 Cherry by Chase, Shield, and the Kickstand. So it's just a collab by all of them. Powered by VeChain, releasing in a couple of days, actually tomorrow. So yeah, pretty damn cool. Most likely nothing to do with Nike. I mean, it's a Nike shoe, but that's the same thing what happened with Adidas, right? When they had one collab with VeChain. It is a cool collab. It is really nice. However, it's the second, person or third person of the collab that arranges it. It's not like Nike or Adidas themselves, which makes it a little bit less of a big deal. However, all of that is coming up as well. I think a lot of these bigger bigger manufacturers or bigger, I guess, just like clothing companies will at one point in the future also adopt VeChain just because of the ease of use. I mean, just being able to authenticate everything and it being stored in a very, very secure place with nobody being able to change it. Yeah, that's really freaking good, guys. That's really freaking good. Since the launch of VeChain in 2015 by Sunny Lu, former CIO of Louis Vuitton, China, the project has continued to grow from strength to strength, forging significant alliances and reaching new milestones with each passing week. Again, they got some crazy partnerships going on and it will only keep growing over the years. VeChain's special edition of the Nike Air Max 1 and VeChain blockchain to be used for validating the originality of Chase's shoes. So I just opened a couple extra ones to kind of show you guys the severity of what's going on with VeChain right now, because normally it doesn't happen like that. Normally VeChain doesn't get as much attention, but really in the last two days maybe, they've been getting a lot more attention again, which to me points out that maybe community is coming together a little bit more extra right now in preparation of something bigger, or just that maybe the numbers are going to be going up a little bit in terms of engagement, which is really, really good. So to give you guys a little bit of a contrast, if you watch some of my VeChain videos from years ago, you're going to be noticing that there's one article posted, let's say, for example, every other day, maybe every 4 days. Well, it depends. If you're watching really, really far back, there will most likely never be a VeChain video because, well, people wrote news, but not really. So maybe one article, which was very, very small on a very stupid news website every week or so. And then later, it went like just piece by piece. And now we're really already able to read at least one VeChain article a day if you want to. And when there's big things happening like this type of stuff, yeah, there's even maybe sometimes more than one article a day that's really solid in terms of updates. Because I mean, you can find a price article, maybe like 10 of them every day, but they're not really insightful or really useful at all. But no, I mean a full-fledged useful article being posted almost every single day, meaning that they got themselves some crazy amount of progress this year, because otherwise you're not really able to post up news like that. And again, all that is building up to my faith in VeChain. If I check the partnership list again, I just know for a fact it's going to be good. I know for a fact that we're solid, and all of that I just keep combining in the back of my head, which in the end points me towards the fact that we're in it for the longer run, we're in it for the juice, we're in it for the project, we're in it for the tech, and it's going to be really, really amazing. So yeah, it's going to be a waiting game, but I'm prepared to wait a little bit. I'm prepared to wait some years because, I mean, the foundation is really, really solid. And that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to comment down below whether you hold VeChain or not. Take care. Have a very nice day.